50 Cent has come out and confirmed that he has footage that is going to get Diddy more time in prison, potentially life in prison. And the documentary is just the tip of the iceberg. The documentary that 50 Cent put out on Netflix about Sean Combs, The Reckoning. An interesting documentary. Go watch it. Check it out. It brought a lot of information forth that a lot of us already knew, but to the world, maybe the world didn't know. You know, all these different countries that is number one in. I think it's over a lot of countries that the documentary is number one in right now. A lot of those people didn't know what was going on. Obviously, there's an angle that you have to look at this in a perspective. You have to look at this whole thing from, which is the public perception, right? And hip hop community knowing something happened versus the world knowing something happened, and every business room that Diddy will walk into, potentially after he came home knowing everything about him, and seeing those behind the scene clips, that's a whole different thing. The article said Diddy betrays his own lawyers in secret videos, and I thought it was super funny and ironic that his lawyers were upset about him secretly recording them, but they were defending him when he was accused of secretly recording all these freak-offs. I mean, the irony in that is just hilarious. You know, you defending the guy that's doing the same thing that he did to you. And obviously, Diddy is furious at the Netflix documentary, and he's trying to send a cease and desist to them, but he didn't own the footage, and it seems like everything was on the up and up. And I would assume that Netflix would do everything in their power to make sure that they legally cover themselves, so they can't be caught up in anything by Diddy. There's a lot of information that we're going to get through on this live stream, but this article from Diddy's lawyers said there's a video on the dock shot by a guy Diddy hired to chronicle his life. This is a TMZ report, by the way, said where he's talking to his lawyer, Mark Anginifilo, about his impending arrest. He's enraged at Anginifilo and the entire legal team barking that they're losing the case. Diddy had this footage. I believe Diddy was just trying to look like a boss. Like, I'm trying to show y'all how I talk to my lawyers and then I beat the case because of it. And you know, he was probably planning to have his own documentary and his own little content that he was going to put out after he beat all this. And that's an ego play. That's to let everybody know, like, yeah, see, I was never scared. I always knew. You know what I mean? And so, Diddy fired off a demand letter to Netflix claiming the streamer screwed him over by releasing that video and that Diddy owns it, not the videographer. But here's the deal. The true victim in all this, the article says, is the man who won the criminal case for Diddy, his lawyer, Mark Anginifilo. I don't believe he's a victim at all. That's just what the articles say. This dude was Big Wolf, and he was big chest out, huffing and puffing. We beat the feds. He was proud to, represent Diddy, and he was happy like, oh yeah, it was domestic violence. We're not arguing that, but so I don't care about nothing this dude got to say or nothing about what's going on with him. But he feels like he's a victim, right? And TMZ was told that he did not know, the lawyer did not know. Did he have someone recording their conversation when they spoke on the phone? Now, why would you be upset that somebody's recording your conversation? I get it. On some level, you want, some anonymity as a lawyer. But it turns out that it was more to it than just that conversation. It was 140 hours of footage. 50 has, he posted this video of a guy talking, and I'm gonna let the video play first. And then I'm gonna read the caption to you guys. Because what the dude said, 50 just pretty much confirmed it. 50 just came across in that secret little Diddy footage that he paid from the videographer that Diddy didn't pay. They are saying 50 has footage that will not only add more time to Diddy's sentence, but Diddy might not ever come out. Listen up. Check this out. Now, y'all know that footage that where Diddy is behind the scenes talking to his lawyer and all of this stuff, and people like, damn, why was Diddy recording it? Well, Diddy was recording because he thought he was about to beat the case, so he wanted to do a Netflix documentary. Didn't pay the guy. And then 50 got all 140 hours of footage of secret Diddy tactics. Well, there's a guy named Neil who was mentioned in the court, works right up under Diddy, was organizing everything. Allegedly, they are saying that he is on video, filming, tampering with witnesses, giving out addresses, offering money, bribing, we'll pay for your lawyers. All kind of that could be coming as Witness tampering, obstruction of justice, and 50 of all people has his hands on this footage. That's the last person you want to have hands on the footage if you beefing with them. Witness tampering, all this different stuff. And this stuff was reported during the trial. If you guys remember, the judge denied Diddy's bail. One of the times when the judge denied Diddy's bail, and I reported on this at the time, was because the judge said, "Hey, you're calling witnesses from the jail. You're using somebody else's pen code. You're making three-way calls to call witnesses. I'm denying your bail again. You haven't learned anything." Diddy was accused of tampering with witnesses. Said Mr. Combs tampered with two witnesses after settling a lawsuit. The prosecution said for the first time the jurors heard details of the allegations that Mr. Combs Diddy had committed witness tampering and obstruction. The prosecution told the jury, "Hey, after Cassie exposed Diddy, Diddy called up this Jane Doe that testified and he started bribing her to say, 'Hey, say this was consensual so Cassie looked crazy.' So the Jane Doe then kind of exposed them too, like, 'Oh, you trying to get me on your side?' 'No, I'm gonna expose you. I'm on her side too.' And then it was like, dang." So the jury heard recordings of the calls in which Diddy described the kinky encounters that I thought we both enjoyed. In the second call, this is when Diddy was witness tampering. Allegedly, it says in the second call, he told her, "I really need your friendship right now," and assured her that if she needed him too, she ain't got to worry about nothing else. Around that same time, he texted an employee to ensure that Jane's rent was still being paid. The prosecutor said that Mr. Combs also tampered with Mia, one of his former assistants. Mia testified that after Cassie's lawsuit, a bodyguard known as D-Rock called her and began to discuss Mrs. Ventura's relationship with Mr. Combs, saying something to the effect of they would just fight like a normal couple. Right, and Mia said D-Rock sounded nervous and said Mr. Combs missed her. Mr. Combs did try calling her, but she did not pick up. That's what Mia said. Later, as Mr. Combs' legal troubles were deepening, D-Rock texted her and said, "Let me know how I can send you something." And she declined. Wise move. Wise move. And so I'm curious to see what the footage is, because now it would make sense why Diddy's lawyers would be furious at Diddy. Because it's not just about that one clip. They worried about what else did. What else did you record? What else am I on camera doing? You get what I'm saying? And so if Diddy has somebody at home recording while he's on the phone call, maybe he's three-weighing his lawyer. And you got, I don't know what the footage is, but 140 hours of footage, and 50 Cent got his hands on it. All it takes is you, Diddy, didn't pay the videographer, and 50 say, "Hey, I'll pay you double for the footage right now." You think somebody going a videographer is going to stay loyal to Diddy? No. He might have felt that there's no way he's going to receive a payment from Diddy. They there to do the job and get paid. So they're going to sell it to the highest bidder. And that's worse than having a freak-off tape. If you got tapes where like this dude is claiming and 50 Cent is back this dude. This is something that 50 posted. And I'm going to show you what he said after the video finishes. But if you got that kind of footage and then you give it to 50 Cent, and that's the worst dude to have that type of footage. And I think these lawyers they're going to lose some sleep for the next few weeks, wondering and worrying about, because bro, these are new crimes. This is not what Diddy went to trial for already. This is new crimes. So he could be charged for that stuff, and so could the lawyers. See if he have anything else to say. And I'm hearing that this could implicate Diddy's lawyers in they could be charged. 50 Cent reacted to this. He's the one that posted this video. He said correct. Let me just blow it up for you guys a little bit. 50 said correct. 140 hours of footage. I don't understand why he filmed himself, but I'm glad he filmed himself. Talking about Diddy said the people supporting him will be very quiet when more comes out. So, not only is 50 saying more will come out, he's saying that the people that's supporting him don't have and not going to have nothing to say. It's going to be undeniable that this is a problem. And 140 hours of footage. 140 hours of footage. Hours. 140. Bro, that's days and days and days of footage. Just like imagine a camera rolling that long. 140, it's crazy, bro. And 50 is shocked, probably like, "Bro, why would you film yourself?" But ego arrogance would make you film yourself. You really thinking that you about to beat this case? You really thinking that you're coming home? Like, I'm Diddy, I'm Sean, I'm coming home. And the arrogance and ego play that you get from that will make you record it because he probably felt he was getting free. Like, bro, what? Thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe for more updates and crime stories.